Welcome to Woodstown In Focus for April 2024. I'm Sienna Land.
And I'm John Farrell. Woodstown In Focus takes a look at the great people and awesome things going on at Woodstown High School.
On this month's show, we'll meet some of our new coaching staff, see what the home maintenance classes are hammering away at, and find out some of our students' strategies for studying.
Plus, we'll talk to Mr. Evans and see what he does to prevent and treat athletic injuries. But up first, the future business leaders of America continue to have competition success. Jaden Norman has the report.
The Future Business Leaders of America is a competitive club that has been a thriving part of Woodstown High School. It allows students to gain leadership skills and compete against people all over the country in business-related events.
Ms. Levinsky, the Finance and Business Management Academy teacher and advisor, is more than happy to see the students enjoy their time in the program and thrive when it comes to the competition.
I like to see kids kind of excel in that area. It gives them opportunities to do things they maybe wouldn't be able to in the regular classroom setting, so it gives them some extra opportunities to get involved with business and outside of school.
Throughout the year, the FBLA members get the opportunity to attend business summits in which they compete at a statewide level. Led by Ms. Levinsky, the students involved in FBLA have gone on to win awards and have the opportunity to compete at a national level.
We had a pretty large chapter then. I think it was around 40-some members. We had a student who she placed first in her event at the state level, and then she ended up going to the national level, and she placed sixth. So that was like the most successful year we've ever had.
Not only do students compete at these events, they also get the opportunity to network with students from other schools. The members of FBLA have different things that they take away from the program.
For me, it's just kind of like it's a one way I can express myself in a unique way, just because there's nothing really else like it besides DECA, and it's really the only thing we have here.
FBLA won many awards at this year's conference. Some of the notable awards received were Colleen Bryceland winning first place in the marketing event, Jason LaFont won first in the help desk competition, and Ms. Levinsky won first for the Advisor of the Year nominee award.
It's made it a lot more enjoyable, going to the conference and getting closer with people and my friends. Learning about new business experiences has also been a good experience for me in general.
FBLA offers many valuable experiences and allows students to reach out to professionals in the field. If you're interested in joining, listen to the announcements at the beginning of the school year. For Woodstown In Focus, I'm Jaden Norman.
School, tests, and SATs all can be very stressful. So what do some of our students do to prepare and help make them successful? Gianna Marini has the answers.
According to Air Force learning professionals, effective studying is an essential component of academic success. The main question then for students is, what does effective studying look like?
Exams often weigh on students' minds throughout the year, the most infamous being midterms and finals. Reviewing all the information can be difficult, but there are some methods that seem to be more effective than the rest.
I like to take a big whiteboard or a small one if that's all I have, but I take a big whiteboard and I just make a brain dump and I write down everything I know, and then I'll go over the study guide and my notes and write down anything I missed and keep going until I remember everything.
In addition to exams, students should practice for standardized tests like the SAT and ACT because these tests can help enhance a high school transcript and win college scholarships.
Much like any test, if you're not going to prepare, you shouldn't take it. Going in cold, there's just no reason to go in cold to taking the SAT. I mean, 1, you're paying money for it. 2, you're taking the time to sit and take the exam. 3, there's so many applications that we can use to prepare and to study.
The Khan Academy platform is available to all students for free. Among many other things, it offers a comprehensive course for the SAT based on all of the past SATs that have been made public. Online platforms can also help prepare students for the AP exams, but the best strategy is often to be invested in what you have learned and practiced throughout the year.
I think the biggest thing for preparing for the AP exam is just practice. Just doing repetitiveness, just doing it over and over and over again. Once you keep practicing those skills over and over again, they'll eventually become ingrained and you won't be nervous.
Usually I just make sure I'm taking notes. I like to use lots of colors so that I stay focused, and sometimes I'll even take notes before class so I can add anything that the teacher says. while we're working.
Although preparation is key, the best students can do on test day is to be confident in themselves and the work they have put in. For Woodstown in Focus, I'm Gianna Maiorni.
This spring athletic season has seen some new coaches for some of our sports. Who are they and what are their coaching philosophies? Dante Mistichelli introduces us to them.
Recently, Woodstown Athletics have hired new coaches for a few sports. 3 people stepped up for this new challenge in their coaching career.
Woodstown looks for someone who understands the sport and someone who can help the athletes become better in their sport and in life. Winning is important, but Woodstown wants coaches that build social, communication, and teamwork skills.
We want to win and we want to get better, but we don't put that over making sure that we teach social skills, communication skills, teamwork skills, all things that make our athletes better citizens in our community and our school.
Miss Crakey, the new girls track coach, considers herself a strict type of coach. She wants her runners to work hard to get better.
I'm stern. I'm a stern, strong, disciplined type of coach. I feel like you get out of it what you put into it. If you don't work hard, you're not gonna get any better.
Miss Renshaw, the new girls lacrosse coach, played lacrosse in high school and at Rowan University. This is her first ever coaching job, and she wants to build a foundation for the lacrosse team since they've had 4 coaches in 4 years.
So our main goal really this year is kind of just to build a foundation for the team.
Mr. Trouts, a middle school history teacher, has been around football and coaching his whole life. Last season, he was the quarterback coach on the Woodstown football team, and he applied for the head coach position. For this upcoming season, the football team wants to write their own story and work hard to get there.
Yeah, I mean, last year was very special, and it was a very fun ride, and that was last year, and this year, we're going to be working to kind of write our own story.
All the new coaches want their athletes to work hard to achieve their goals. We hope to see all of these teams excel and cannot wait to see what they do in their upcoming seasons. For Woodstown In Focus, I'm Dante Mistichelli.
Have you seen the many projects Mrs. Catalano and our home maintenance students have been working on this year? Cece Zarenko takes us behind the scenes of the class and highlights their valuable experiences.
The home maintenance course has come back to life at Woodstown High School. Mrs. Catalano has restored it and enhanced the curriculum after its disappearance for years. Let's take a look at what goes on in the course and the big things they do within the community.
Home maintenance was a course that has run in the past, and it made its reappearance in the 2020-2021 school year. However, this year, the class is a full year course rather than just a semester class, which is a huge improvement. The course can be confused with the woodshop class, but Mrs. Catalano tells us there is a difference.
So pretty much home maintenance is a Woods 3 course. The prerequisite would be you need to have a completion with an A average of Woods 1 and Woods 2 in order to move on to home maintenance and basic construction.
The home maintenance class is most known for the projects that they create. Each project helps benefit someone or something in the community.
Well, we started out in the fall that we redid the planter up by the football field. We did the Christmas toys. So what the students did, they designed and created wooden toys to be donated to a women and children's homeless shelter in Wilmington. We did refinishing furniture, so they took an old vanity from Mrs. Coleman and they stripped that all the way down to the natural wood, and then they built it back up to now a beautiful piece of furniture.
The efforts the students put towards the community do not go unnoticed, and they're not only praised for their actions, but also love what they're doing.
I feel that they are benefiting a lot from it. When I talk to some of their parents out of school, they say that that's the class they come home and talk about, and this is what we did in home maintenance, and this is what we are getting ready to do. So I feel from my view that they are getting a lot out of it, and I hope that from their perspective they are also.
I've always liked doing woodshop stuff and helping out the community, so I figured I'd do it to, build some new stuff, help out, and learn what I can.
The course has big things in store for the future. Mrs. Catalano is very excited for what things are to come for the course, and Noah's excited to use the skills he has gained from home maintenance in his lifetime and encourages other students to take the course.
Next year, it'll be a little bit different also because it'll be the first year that there's a home maintenance 1 and a home maintenance 2. So it kind of remains to be seen what that is going to look like. It's kind of a work in progress. I foresee it as home maintenance 2 would kind of be the supervisors, the shift leaders, and then the home maintenance 1, they would have their shift and they would kind of delegate jobs to them and oversee and be their kind of bosses.
I've learned a lot in like plumbing and electrical and stuff in the class, so I can always work on my house without needing to hire somebody, save some money. I would definitely say take it. You learn a lot and you get to meet good people, and you know, it's a small class, so you get closer to your classmates and Miss Catalano. It's just a good experience.
The home maintenance class and its generous efforts to the community are creating an amazing reputation for the class. We're so excited to see how the class evolves. For Woodstown In Focus, I'm Cece Zarenko.
You know what happens if you're an athlete and you get some kind of injury. You go see Mr. Evans. Braylee DiGregorio sits down with trainer Dan and some athletes to find out how helpful he is in helping those athletes get back to action.
If you're an athlete who had an injury, the person to go to is Mr. Evans, or you might know him as Trainer Dan. And March was National Athletic Trainer Month.
Woodstown High School's athletic trainer, Mr. Evans, has impacted many lives over his 21 years of dedication to this school. The role of an athletic trainer includes tending to injured student athletes. Contrary to many people's beliefs, Trainer Dan's main goal is to get his athletes healthy and back to playing as soon as possible.
My main goal is to keep you out of this office. My main goal is to keep you on the field, not off the field. My ideal work day would be when no one walks through the door of this office for any medical reason.
Sienna Land is currently a junior here at Woodstown High School. She has faced many obstacles throughout her sports career, including 2 ACL injuries. With the support from Trainer Dan, she was able to overcome her difficulties.
He was kind of the person that I would look forward to seeing after school every day, just to kind of brighten my day, even though the injury kind of sucked.
Max Webb is a senior coming down to his last few months at WHS. During his junior year, he had a thigh contusion which caused him to go to Trainer Dan's every day after school.
After being in here a lot last year, just helping me get through like the college process, and just helping me and just talking about life and stuff really helped me just get through that year, just because junior year is super hard. So.
Irie Still is a 3-sport athlete who is reaching her final mark at Woodstown. With Trainer Dan's professional expertise, he was able to identify her injury and get her back on the track as soon as possible.
Trainer Dan instantly told me, like when I came to him the first time, that I had a stress fracture. And at first I didn't believe him, and I continued to run on my foot knowing that I was injured. And then after a couple of weeks, I finally listened to him, and my foot was in a boot for a couple months, and then I was able to run the previous season.
Part of Trainer Dan's job is to talk to the student athletes and understand their issues. When a trainer actually listens to the students, their job becomes much easier in understanding how to get them back out healthy and playing.
So when you evaluate an injury, the first thing you do is you take a history. And the key to a good history is listening to the athlete. They'll tell you the story. They will actually diagnose the injury before you even palpate something, test the ligament, test range of motion. They'll tell you what's wrong with them.
Trainer Dan loves his job and what he does for the students. He looks forward to getting people out onto the field and seeing how well our athletes compete. For Woodstown In Focus, I'm Braylee DiGregorio.
And that will do it for this episode of Woodstown In Focus.
For Sienna Land, I'm John Farrell. See you next time with more amazing people and amazing stories.